As Liverpool await the formalities in the Alexander Isak saga, their summer business already features one quietly transformational signing. Jeremie Frimpong's £30 million arrival from Bayer Leverkusen offers more than just depth. It represents a restoration of structure and tactical clarity to the right-hand side of Liverpool's evolving attack. It's smart and creative, which can allow more than meets the eye. Where Trent Alexander-Arnold once dominated as a wide-angled deliverer of elite quality, in recent years, that role has been clouded by an attempt to redefine him as a hybrid central playmaker. That shift, encouraged under Jurgen Klopp and Pep Lijnders, yielded mixed results from an 18-month utilized period. It sometimes distanced Trent from the areas he once ruled, and left Liverpool vulnerable in transition. Under Arne Slot, there's now a clearer return to role-specific function, and in Frimpong, Liverpool may have secured a tailor-made, hyper-modern wing-back to turbocharge the right flank and support Mohamed Salah as he enters his twilight years. It's not just about replacing Trent's output or trying to recreate his game style, which remains bespoke. It's about building a system that enables Salah to remain the club's talisman without burdening him with width creation, ball progression, and isolation battles all on his own. Frimpong is not a conventional fullback, with more of his best traits seeing as more winger than anything. He's not even a traditional wing-back. He is, in many ways, a winger with the work rate of a defender and the positional intelligence of a modern attacking fullback. His work under Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen showcased a player who thrives in space, crashes the byline relentlessly, and delivers with both intent and regularity. In tight, low-block matches last season, particularly late in the 2024-25 title-winning campaign, Salah was repeatedly swarmed by double coverage, as opponents tried to stifle his game. Opposition teams treated him as Liverpool's only consistent creative outlet, therefore, respect was portrayed by numbers. With no explosive overlapping threat to distract or stretch the line, Salah was often forced deeper or wider, nullifying his ability to affect the game centrally. That will now change, and though it is forced by the departure of Trent, it can somewhat improve all other aspects. Frimpong, or Connor Bradley depending on match rhythm and fixture load, gives Liverpool a true release valve on the right-hand side. Defenders will be forced to engage, or be burned for pace on the outside. The Dutchman's acceleration is almost unique in world football, and when paired with Salah's movements into the half-space, it creates a scenario where Liverpool's number 11 becomes less predictable, more dangerous, and far harder to mark. His inclusion also restores width and threat symmetry to Liverpool's wide areas. While Milos Kerkez offers thrust and vertical power on the left, Frimpong's relentless output down the right ensures Arne Slot has players who can stretch opposition shapes and deliver quality balls into an increasingly dynamic front line. The overloading capabilities are endless and could easily see the future of the flanks driven to new levels. With Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike already in, Alexander Isak set to join, and Rodrigo heavily linked, Liverpool are building a new attacking structure, one that embraces verticality, intelligence, and fluidity. The wide service from full-backs like Frimpong and Kerkez becomes critical in that evolution, with a new approach to how the ball is progressed in wide areas. Unlike Trent, who often sought to dictate rhythm with long switches or central incursions, Frimpong's play is about sharpness and repetition. He doesn't pause or ponder, he attacks space and creates continual motion. He arrives. He delivers. And he does so without dragging the team out of shape, which enables him to coordinate his teammates whilst unraveling the setup of his opponents. That ability will unlock Salah further, which is a must as he enters his twilight years. By next season, we may see a Liverpool attack featuring Isak down the middle, Wirtz between the lines, and Salah ghosting into the penalty box while Frimpong drags a fullback wide. That balance hasn't existed since the heyday of Robertson and Alexander-Arnold as pure overlapping threats. Slot's vision, coupled with the astuteness of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, is creating a forward-thinking Liverpool built on both world-class stars and system players who elevate them. Frimpong may not be the marquee name this summer, but his impact could be the most pronounced in restoring Salah's space, freedom, and final third dominance. With one signing, Liverpool hasn't just added a right-back to replace a generational talent. They've reactivated an entire channel of play, and potentially extended the peak of a legend. It's not every day that a Premier League icon publicly endorses a move for a rival star midfielder, but Mohamed Salah has never been one for clichés. The Liverpool forward has sparked discussion by expressing admiration for Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, and more intriguingly, suggesting there's room for him in the team. I want to congratulate Kevin on his career. He did a phenomenal job at City. He was a great footballer for the Premier League. I wish him the best. And we have room for him in the team. That's more than just a throwaway compliment. Coming from Salah, who remains one of Liverpool's central figures despite recent speculation about his long-term future, it reads like a subtle invitation. It's also perfectly timed. Liverpool, fresh from reclaiming the Premier League title under Arne Slot in his debut season, are clearly not looking to stand still. Liverpool's early summer dealings suggest a club serious about consolidating their status at the summit. Jeremie Frimpong's arrival from Bayer Leverkusen was swift and decisive, but it's in the middle of the pitch where more imagination is being craved. Links with Florian Wirtz point to a desire for a creative heartbeat, someone capable of unlocking deep-lying defenses. That is, quite literally, De Bruyne's wheelhouse. Even at 33, his vision, weight of pass, and ability to dictate tempo remain elite. He's no longer the rampaging force of 5 years ago, but he doesn't need to be. What Liverpool could use is his brain and technical assurance, particularly in high-stakes games where margins are slim. De Bruyne's long-standing friendship with Virgil van Dijk is another element that can't be ignored. The pair are frequently seen together off the pitch, their children attend the same school, and their shared love for electronic music and DJ Calvin Harris only adds to the camaraderie. In a dressing room that already functions as a tightly knit unit, De Bruyne wouldn't be an outsider. He'd be arriving with a full trophy cabinet, sure, but also with the humility and team ethic that Liverpool demand. After all, this is a side that won the league through collective graft as much as individual brilliance. There's no getting around the age factor. De Bruyne will turn 34 next season. But signing him, particularly on a free transfer, wouldn't just be about numbers or resale value. It would be a statement, a declaration that Liverpool aren't just building for the future, they're reinforcing for the now. Arne Slot will be acutely aware that winning the title is one thing, defending it, with rivals like City and Arsenal ready to pounce, is quite another. Experience matters. So does mentality. De Bruyne, who has won all there is to win with City, would bring both. In Salah's mind, that potential partnership, his pace and instinct paired with De Bruyne's precision, could prove devastating. And let's be honest, seeing the Belgian in red, pulling strings behind Salah, would be box office. For now, any Liverpool move for Kevin De Bruyne remains hypothetical. But Salah's comments have poured fuel on a narrative that refuses to die. If Liverpool can combine strategic squad evolution with bold ambition, this might not just be fantasy.